Crossing cultures, crossing cultures, crossing coasts, making changes, making new arranges, crossing cultures.
Okay, welcome everyone. Welcome to another episode of Crossing Cultures. It's an honor and a pleasure to have this platform and to share the many, many great, unique stories from the testimonies of the residents that are currently residing in Qatar. And today I have another guest. So today my guest is Kaylee. So welcome, Kaylee.
Hi.
welcome. And it's I always like to start off with like how we met. So I met you at...
It was wild.
Yeah, it was ages
so
ago.
Crazy.
And at that brunch, I was discussing with you this idea that I had. I said, I'm starting the podcast. And I just done the networking
Right.
lunch. And you were saying, keep me posted, let me know, I really want to come to these things.
Be updated.
You know, so, and you've done exactly that. You've been supporting, you've been messaging me, giving me thumbs up on my WhatsApp statuses. So thank you so much for supporting.
Of course,
and thank you
like
for
and
coming.
subscribe.
Yes. So thank you for coming, you know. So would you like to introduce yourself? Like, where are you from? How would you, define who you are and your ethnicity and etc.?
Okay, well, I'm from South Africa. Somewhere there in the world, some part of Africa.
Lovely.
I come from a city called Durban,
Okay.
and where most of the ethnic group is Indian authenticity. That's pretty much it. Everybody knows South Africa now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just a vibe.
Yeah.
People are a vibe. Everything's a vibe.
Yeah.
That's
Do you
what
prefer it there?
I do. It's
you
home.
do. Yeah.
It's home.
But you come from a nice country. I think it's nice when people come from places that people travel to, you know, and and South Africa's a country that's on people's wish lists, So I think it is. Would you say it is?
I mean, I come from there, right? So I'll know it raw, and you see the beauty part about it. But that's I find beautiful, because the country itself is so beautiful. What goes on in it, it's kind of beautifully, engineered.
Yeah.
But it's just how you perceive it. It's just what you're there for.
Yeah.
I think anyway, actually, not just South Africa.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, South Africa is such a diverse place, such a diverse country. Even in religion, it's just so rich in culture, so rich in everything.
Yeah.
Literally everything. I mean, we're the gold hub, diamond hub. It's just, we're rich in everything, even in community.
Yeah.
Very, very
That's
rich in
cool.
community. I think we're a very united nation. I haven't, from places I've been, I haven't come across that kind of unity.
Yeah.
Like, we could have a grievance and still come together and stand together. And you just don't see that happening all over the world right now, not do we?
Yeah. Oh, man. Anyway, so we did jump straight into the conversation.
Right.
But we are going to do some starter questions.
Okay.
So I'll get you to pick one.
Let's go with the yellow.
Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, this is a nice one. So, what decision are you grateful you didn't make?
Ooh.
I love these questions,
Sure,
because
that
everybody
is
gets
deep,
stuck
right?
on these.
I mean, I know what it is instantly.
Yeah.
But
you're like, do I want to say?
Is it actually that one? Let's repeat it. What
decision are you grateful you didn't make?
I'm going to answer in the reverse side, right? I'm grateful I decided to be patient.
I like that.
Yeah. I'm grateful I decided to be patient with myself, especially, but everything comes with everything. Yeah, just patient.
Yeah.
I'm okay with starting late. I'm okay with getting there late.
Yeah.
I'm going to get there. Like, I'm just patient.
And you know, the funny thing is as well, like, decisions that we're glad that we didn't make, but also things that didn't work out for us that we wanted to work out.
Right.
And God was like,
spot on.
Yeah.
That's exactly
that's
what it
not
was.
for you. Yeah, that's why I'm going to close this door. And we're like, but no, please. But, that's just kind of the same thing. So now you can reflect and say, I'm so glad that door was closed, even though I wanted to walk through it.
Absolutely. I mean, you use the perfect word, reflect.
Yeah.
Like, that's just it. I'm glad I was patient so that I didn't have to be like reflecting on regret.
Yeah.
I'm reflecting on who.
Yeah. Sometimes being thankful that
you did that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Saved you from things that you didn't even know was going to happen. Okay, let's go for another one.
Let's go with the blue.
Okay. Alright. Okay. What's something you're sure you'll never do, but secretly wish you had the guts to do it?
Oh my goodness. So many things. Can I be like right out there? I would say it's swimming right now.
Swimming?
Swimming, that's wild. Like, I just don't see how I can get myself to swim again. It's like a little paranoia or fear.
Okay.
Yeah. I had a little bit of an experience where I had lost somebody to drowning.
Right.
And I think since that experience, it's just taken me, like, I feel claustrophobic. But wild story, I can be in the beach on the rocks, but I just can't be in a pool. So I think swimming in the pool.
Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. And is it something that you are trying to
Overcome?
Yeah.
Girl, you'll find me splashing in the pool. I mean, you find me a bagatella in the weekend.
Okay.
But it's just I won't hit the deep end.
Okay.
I won't follow the I'll stay shallow.
Yeah. Let me actually. Oh, this is a nice one. What are your core values?
Oh, I just prefer being authentic in life.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely authentic. Like, true to myself, true to what I believe. I like seeing the good things out of things. I just like a positive outcome out of it. Sometimes I'm perceived as some, like, you know, if I speak about something, I think maybe if you're not aware of it, it could be like I'm coming across negative. But I would look at it on the flip side in a positive way. Like, let's get there and be like, what's your end goal to it?
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
what's your end goal to it? Where you're going with something. I prefer a positive outcome with it. And we all want positive outcomes, but getting there,
Yeah.
that's a rough one. But
Yeah.
I just think being true to yourself and getting there, I think that's an easier way to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an easier way to get there.
I like that answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Like, you got a fast car?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Take
That's
somewhere.
nice. I like that. What was your experience like growing up in South Africa?
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
I had a great childhood.
Cool.
Absolutely great childhood. I played out. I played on tree. I climbed trees. Played with mud. Made little mud cakes. Got stones to decorate it. I had a great childhood. Great schooling career. Everything about home is it's just so natural.
Yeah.
It's just so natural. And kids don't get that these days.
Yeah.
They don't get that experience. My childhood was quite an experience.
That's
I loved
nice.
it. I loved it.
Yeah, I think that's quite cool actually.
And
I
I'm
really do
still
like that.
Best friends with my best friend since the age of 5. We met at the age of 5, and same little girl was making mud cakes. We now baked together.
Yeah.
You know, like,
that's
it's
so
levels.
sweet. Oh, that is absolutely lovely.
That is growth. Yeah.
That is fantastic. From 5. How many
Right?
friends do you have from the age of 5?
4.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Is it because where you're from is quite a small
No,
community?
we spread out in the world.
And your parents made sure that you all
Not
get
even.
to know?
Our parents just allowed. It's a very diverse culture.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just open to everything. We're very inviting, very hospitable people.
Interesting. Okay. So how long have you been teaching for?
10 years.
Okay.
A whole decade.
Right. And how long have you been in Qatar for?
6.
Oh, you're same as me. So this is my 7th year.
Oh, cool.
Are
This
you
is
on
my
your
6th
6th?
year.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And it's your first international job?
No. I started off in South Korea.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. Because I remember us having that conversation at the breakfast.
And that's how we got here
yes,
now.
Yes, I do remember now. So how long was you in South Korea for?
8 months.
Oh,
like, not even
okay.
a full school year.
He was like...
At least I survived that much.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So that was your first international job.
Correct.
And then you came here after that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's rewind. What made you go to South Korea? Why was that your option? Is it because you applied for many jobs and this was the one that you thought, yeah, let's go?
And I think it was probably the first job I applied for, was the first job interview I got. Just took it as it came. God's my driver and we're getting there. That's how we're going.
Right.
And just went with that. Yeah. Beautiful experience though.
Yeah.
Beautiful experience. I think I am the way I am in a lot of ways, mostly because of the experiences of coming abroad.
Yeah.
Afterwards, like, and you compare it to everything and you're like, whoa.
Okay. So was you nervous because, like, it being your first international job, have you never been there before prior to taking on the...
I was so excited.
Yeah.
Like, I was so excited. I know my dad didn't want me to go. Dad. But I was so excited. No, I'm going to go. I'm going to go see the world. I'm going to go see the world. So, yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every bit of it. What I loved the most about being across was definitely being exposed to other people and their perspectives, because obviously we're so enclosed in one community, and South Africa being the way it is, still developing as well. I mean, we're pretty much developed now, I'd say. We go back and forth, but there's so much more to see than that, and you start to value it. But then you get here and it's on the flip side, and you start to value home a little lot more.
Okay.
A whole lot more.
Wow. Okay.
When you start to appreciate what's what. I guess. Yeah.
So in terms of, like, how would you rate your experience in South Korea?
I think it has categories. It has categories. In terms of socializing.
No, in terms of the school that you were working in. In terms of
school, I would give it a 3.
Okay. And what was... It's interesting. One of the last questions is about core values. And after just finishing my leadership training, like, you know, schools survive based on core values if everybody sees it the same way and implements it. It's really important what core values the environment, your work environment have.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So would you say that the core values was one of the elements that let that experience down?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. My experience was news to me as well. Like, you know, I started off in a school that was really, really nice people. There were other South Africans there as well.
Okay.
Americans, British, like just a lot of nationalities. And also people of different color, like a lot of people of color. So to me it was, okay, we're in this place and it's a place of work.
Yeah.
And I come from a country where we're diverse. A lot of racism exists sometimes, and to this day, different communities. However, it's not something that we carry on with us. We know it's a changing time. So to go somewhere else, I would think, oh, the world is more modern. We're not going to experience that outside.
Yeah.
And I had an experience where I had to be terminated because of the color of my skin. But it was news to me because I didn't understand how did that determine my teaching ability or me being in front of a student and giving them the opportunity to learn.
So is that facts that you found out it was because of your
I was
ethnicity?
told that, yeah.
Wow.
I was told that, yeah.
So they had like a cleansing sort of...
Not even a cleansing. Look, sometimes there's language barriers. So language barriers, people can be direct. Sometimes offensively direct, but direct, quite honest. So because it's just a few words they're going to use, they're not going to sugarcoat something for you because they don't know how to.
Right.
And the school I worked at, the director, unfortunately at the time probably was not exposed to more to understand how to attack the situation. But she had a customer or parent, shall I say, that didn't like a teacher of color working there. So she called me in the next day and asked if I could take a month off. And I was like, no, that would be breach of contract on my side.
Yeah.
So you can write me a letter of release, or tell your parent, But I guess the support wasn't there. And you're speaking about core values in a school as well. That's also something important to me. But we move, take the experience, call it a deal, and we move on. And that was a great experience for me. And I learned that I wanted to take it up, and I could have been in denial, but I am a person of color. And this is the reality in the world we live in. And at some point, I don't have the energy to fight it. I'm good. I know I know my color. And I know what's going on in the world. So I'm okay. I'm not going to fight it. I'll move on. And I got home. I spent a month of earthing, and then I got back on it again. And then I came to Qatar.
Right.
And now I'm here.
Yeah. Wow.
Well.
I don't know how I feel about that. I feel a little bit aggrieved by that. It does anger you. It does pull on your heart.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%. And I think people underestimate the stress that comes with that, the emotional stress when you're going through stuff like that at work. And we just need to get better at it. We need to do better,
Absolutely.
And that's why I believe that diversity in schools is a must, because then you get to understand and have empathy for the many different cultures that come within your school environment. If you're not raised in it, or you're not, diverse in it or exposed to it, there's certain things that you just wouldn't have a clue about. I'm so sorry you went through that.
Oh, no, I mean, that's life, right? People go through things. And I always like to think that people go through worse. So I should be grateful for my situations testing me,
Oh, okay.
There's people that go through worse. Yeah.
That's interesting though, because I've heard this before, like people being told that the parents do not want their child to be taught by a certain person of colour. I've heard it before. And and I think this is the realness of sharing these stories, because a lot of people go into schools quite green. They're like, oh, it's amazing, I've got this job, and but they don't really get to hear the in-depth feedback of making sure that you really do your research on the school that you go to.
That's it.
Because you're making such a big move. So you have to be so sure.
I mean, that was my first time. That was my first time going anywhere in the world. So that could have been make or break if I didn't have the support
and the
to
resilience.
Get back at it. I could have got swallowed into that because of emotional heartbreak from someone telling me the truth about the color of my skin. That's what it is. But I like I said, South Africa being such a rich color, such a rich community in embracing everyone as they are, we really see the next person as just a human being. Especially politics is a whole different thing altogether. But in a community, you're just another person. You're really just another person. And I really at that time hoped it was everywhere in the world, but it was not. And I went back home. And I took with me the great experiences from the opportunity.
Like that.
And that's what helped me understand that when you come out here, culture shock is a thing. When you come out here, depression can even be a thing. When people think they're saying, I like my own space, and don't understand what that means, because they just get secluded in that. They don't know where to go, don't know what to do. But there's so many avenues, like Facebook, social platforms. There's so much of that you can look into. But at that time, I was not exposed to it either. So coming into it, things like this is actually helpful. I looked for that back then, and I never found it. So the growing world that helps us. It's resourceful. It's so resourceful. It's so resourceful for us to have. But going from that, coming from home, coming back out here, I have a strong support structure back home. My family, my mom is very a big go-getter. So I think I get it from her probably. It's just okay, I got home, I was back on the next thing, just applied there, and it so happened coming home, I applied, and I had to get my paperwork ready for the next thing.
Wow.
So I didn't even have time to actually mourn or grieve that I've just got terminated or anything. No, so it didn't bother me. But fortunately for me, but that could also be unfortunate because I don't know if I were faced with the same situation again. God forbid that how that would affect me. But I think I'm pretty much grown in understanding that this is me. I accept that.
Yeah.
And I'm good. And I mean, times have also changed since then as well. It's only 6 years ago. It's not a lot. But
Yeah. Well, I hope it's changed.
It has.
Yeah.
It has. Yeah.
No. And would you say that actually, no, I'm going to ask you about your recruitment process here. What was that like?
So because I just got into a job that I applied on tests. I just went on to tests online. First thing that came up again, just took it on and liked the paycheck, liked everything, liked the benefits, housing, all of that. Oh, great. Tick, apply. And got a call the next day. I think I was just fortunate.
Wow.
Yes, yeah. I think that was God's way of saying, you gotta go.
Oh, wow. That is quick.
Got a call
Was
the
that
next
before
day.
the closing date?
I think I applied after the closing day, but it was still on the site. Like, it was, it was like hours before, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't remember, to be honest, but it was there. I applied and I got a call the next day. Oh, they could have been desperate for teachers. Who knows? Who knows? But they scored. They definitely scored.
So cool. That is so jammy. Well done. Wow. Because I know that some people apply and it takes a little while. Yeah.
Right.
Even after the interview process, I think like for government jobs, they can take quite a long time to get back to you and people get quite discouraged.
I think it also has a lot to do with your mindset.
Yeah.
I'm constantly thinking at that specific time, I need to get a job. My mind is fixed just on getting a job because that's what I want to do. That's what I need to get. That's my priority. And it's all about who you are as a person, what your mind does for you. And that's what I need to get. And that's what I need to take off.
Yeah.
Did that and started taking off the rest.
Yeah. Did you think the process was quite long though, getting your visa sorted out, the medical?
For Qatar specifically, because I did it for Korea, I kind of had an idea, but I was still exposed to a fairly new country all over again. So to do it all over again, I was like, I can't remember the process.
Getting all your documents sorted out.
Oh my gosh, Korea services, and I got to send my passport so far away to get stamped because in South Africa, our head offices for embassies are in a certain place, like in Pretoria, and I'm in Durban, so Korea service away or flight away.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to send your passport in there, and there's a chance it could slip away.
Wow, I've never heard of that before.
But that's the thing.
Yeah. Ooh, okay.
Still there.
That's interesting. And it's good to hear because like every country and every school have their own set of rules and stuff like that. I remember doing my medical. I was so nervous. I think I diagnosed myself with a heart condition and something else. You know, it's only when you get the results back, you're like, oh, it's fine. It's like, oh. Because even when I got the ECG done, I said, you sure it's okay? Like, you sure? Because sometimes my heart feels
Why are they checking?
You know, so it does play with your minds when you're going through your medical because obviously it's not very often you'll do a full body check.
Yeah.
And you're just like, what if there's something wrong with me? You know, so thankfully, you know, I'm here. I'm well.
You do go through that phase of understanding like, if something's up, how will I deal with it? You just put yourself under a lot of stress applying for this.
Yeah.
I think I just didn't realize it with all that rush.
Yeah, because no one really tells you really about the whole process that you have to go through in the time.
So much easier now, though.
Okay.
So much easier now, though. Like people understand, people need these services to help them. So there's recruitment agencies that help with the paperwork process as well. So you just pay a certain amount and they sort everything out for you. There's no passport going in no envelope anywhere.
I did mine through recruitment as well, and then the HR of the company also get involved. But I had to resign from my job before I actually signed the contract because the contract was taking too long to come through. And that was nerve-wracking because my head teacher's like, we need to put your post down. I'm like, just give me one more week. And in the end, I was like, you know what, I'm going to be faithful. Right, let me resign. And then the contract came through like maybe a week later. And I was like, oh, thankfully. And everyone was going through the same thing. They just taking so long to get the contracts through.
That's scary. That is quite scary because you're sitting on the fence of, am I going to have a job?
Yeah.
Or am I not going to have a job?
Exactly.
And a lot of people do go through that.
Yeah, and I was leaving a really nice school in London.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really hard leaving them.
Oh, you look
it
like
was,
yeah.
And the nicest things, I still have those relationships with the staff members now.
That's a great thing about teaching.
Yeah, it is. Especially if you come from a really nice school. You do build
yes.
friendships with your work colleagues. And I'm glad that I have that. I am very grateful for that experience. So I wasn't running away from the UK because I was coming from a horrible school or anything like that. It was more to do with like a different life experience for me.
Same. Like, I just wanted a different experience.
Yeah.
I actually haven't taught in South Africa prior to, except for like teaching practice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, at campus or whatever.
Yeah. So you went straight from training straight into a job.
Straight into it.
Wow.
Just studied, and yes, as soon as I graduated, I went to Korea.
Yeah, that's cool. Because I know like with Qatar they have different rules. I think you have to be teaching for a certain amount of years before you can apply for.
Yeah,
I think that's changing though.
But that's changed because we take in NQTs as well.
Well, it depends on the company.
Yeah.
So the company that I work for, they don't. I think you've got to have 4 or 5 years experience before you apply for my school.
Does that not get to you where people ask or businesses ask for so many years of work experience, but all these newly qualified people don't have no work experience?
Yeah. I think it depends on the support they get when they come here. Because as long as they're not doing it because they want to pay people less and put 2-3 people to share accommodations and stuff like that. So I think that I don't have an issue with it as long as the teachers are supported and not just thrown in the deep end.
Yes, because they're dealing with so much at the same time. Like there's culture shock. Yeah. There's coming into a new environment. It's a different curriculum. Could be like for me, it's a different curriculum.
Right.
Not one that I don't know about, but in South Africa, it's a South African curriculum. It's what else is there? There's culture shock. There's just even socializing, making friends. You feel alone. People go through things.
And you didn't know anyone here when you came out?
I actually was fortunate that I did know somebody. Okay. But knowing somebody and actually living here is you got to form your own circle.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just budge on somebody else. No. Yeah. But I have a very supportive friend. Like, she was like my good friend from university, actually.
Oh, wow.
And we both actually started working together.
Oh, that's nice.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
We both actually had different similar experiences. Her experience was very similar within the Middle East, actually. Oh. And then we both started working at the same school together. Okay. And then we were fortunate to be in the same accommodations arena. Yeah. So that worked out for us. So I saw a familiar face at least. And there's a lot of like the South African community in the school that I worked in was large. So for me, it was quite comfortable. And that's also a great thing being here. There's huge communities of every nationality.
Yeah, I agree.
Huge. Pretty much all over now. Yeah. So it's much easier now to be here.
And you
feel
very comfortable here. I think even like as a black
expat
lady as well, you do often say to the first thing you think of when you're traveling places is it safe?
Safety.
Yeah. Is it a racist country? Is it safe? So for here, like, people do not look at you at all. Like, the Arabs here, everybody's just getting on with their day. Nobody stops to stare at anybody. It's just like, literally, it's very safe here. As safe as it can be. I'm not going to say any place is 100% safe. It's not.
I'd give it 98.
Yeah, it is safe.
Like the 2% is very small.
Yeah.
Small.
And it's such a beautiful country. Sometimes you go to a place and I'm still in awe. Like, I go to, like, if I, just like STK or whatever, and you just look at the view and you're just like, oh my God, I live here. Like, or you just dine somewhere really nice or go to a really beautiful hotel and you're just like, oh my goodness.
The architecture here.
Oh my goodness.
Right? I love the architecture.
Have you been to Raffles?
Yes. So...
the first time I went to Raffles and I saw the huge doors open, I was like, what in the Wakanda is going on here? And then you go in the lift.
The lilies at the entrance. Lilies all over.
The lift with the cream sofa.
Yes. Oh, let me sit here.
This is another level. Literally, like, what have I just walked into? So whoever the architects and designers are, actually, my friend, my best friend, she, before she's works for this company she works for now, her previous company, they were actually designing the bathrooms for the Raffles Hotel. Okay. Yeah, but that hotel, what is your favorite hotel here?
I don't know. Like, I'm not for hotels. Like,
you don't like St. Regis?
I don't mind the St. Regis. Yeah. I don't mind the St. Regis, but yeah,
that's got to be on the list. Right?
I like the St. Regis.
But I do like Grand Hyatt as well. I like staying at the Grand Hyatt.
The Grand Hyatt.
Yeah, I do, because it's on the Entertainer.
Okay.
So Entertainer,
I'll check that out.
It's the apps. They give you 2 for 1s. Okay, so you pay for 1 night and you get 2 nights. So I like the Grand Hyatt more than St. Regis because the balconies. I love the balconies. I think St. Regis had balconies for the ground floor.
Yeah,
only.
And also it's quite like just there.
Yeah, and the rooms are quite big at St. Regis.
I wish the balcony was as big as the rooms.
Yeah, I love.
We could do with the big balconies.
Grand Hyatt, I absolutely do. Yeah.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
Yeah, and Voco is another one that I discovered last year sometime, maybe the year before. But that one has some really nice apartments. Okay. So I stayed in a 1-bedroom apartment.
Self-staycation.
I did a nice stay, and that was on the Entertainer at the time. So I ended up doing 4 nights because I used my friend's her Entertainer to gain the other 2 nighs.
Yes, let's get on
I was like, I'm not going home. I'm staying. I'm staying here. I'm staying here. It's not on the Entertainer anymore, so I'm not paying those big prices. So you do feel spoiled here. You do. You get to really experience. And I try to live that same way when I go home in the UK.
And do you?
No. I tried to. No, because the last time when I went home for the summer, I was like, right, I'm going to book a massage. When I saw how much the massage was online, £80. And here, I just went for a 90-minute massage last week, and I paid the equivalent of like £27. And that's quite standard here, isn't it? Unless you're going to a hotel one.
Well, for me, I've just always, like, I'm weak for massages, girl. Like, I love massages.
Yeah.
Get me a massage. I get one every single week.
Do you? I don't blame you. That for me, when I went last week, I was like, I'm going to do this every 2 weeks.
And that's why I love working.
Yeah.
Because go and get herself a massage every week.
Because my friend Susan, who used to live here, shout out to Susan.
Hey,
Susan would do massages every week without fail.
Susan's the girl. Susan.
So I'm trying to do that a little bit more, that little self-care. Because it's such an easy thing. You say it in your mind, I'm going to do it, but just book it. Just go. It's not like you don't have the money. Just go. Yeah, so I'm going to do it more often.
That's a huge priority for me.
Yeah, good.
And since I've come to Qatar, like, the paycheck just allows it. Like, you know, do what you must.
Yeah.
For yourself.
But you also have to be very careful as well, because
you could be lavish.
I'm not a brunch girl. I'm not like, I need to do brunch every Friday.
No, neither am I. I do it when I feel hungry.
Yeah.
I'm that hungry.
What's your best brunch?
I feel like sometimes, I would say what's the one that Ron hosts? The Sip and Soul brunch.
Oh,
have you been?
Okay.
Thing is
that the one at what hotel's that one at?
That's what I'm trying to get.
Is it American?
Yeah, the Joe Diner, at the Joe Diner.
I'm sure. Yeah. I think.
Well, no, it's changed now.
I think my friend's husband actually DJs at that one. If that's the right one.
Yes.
So it's loads of Americans. Shout out to Sip and Soul.
Ron hooks me up with that, but I can't get the details right now.
Because I did actually go to that one, and I did like it. It was quite cool. The vibe was nice.
The vibe. Like I'm not, like, I'm here for a good time, rather.
No, I want to eat too, though.
I mean, the food, of course, and that's why I want to go there.
Yeah.
Like, Erica picks us up.
Yeah. So the food, for me, the food was okay at that one. The vibes was more
at the Sip and Soul.
Yeah,
I liked the food. Like, it was very homely. They had like mac and cheese, like very home stuff. Felt like Thanksgiving.
Yeah. I agree.
Or Christmas, or like a get together. Yeah. It felt like home.
Yeah.
Well, that's how we do it. Like, that's what I like to do.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, the reason why that was set up as well, because we needed something for us You know,
Yes.
we needed something where the DJs understood what we needed, and it just made us feel like
That's
we're at home a little bit.
That's not keeping up with the Jonas kind
Yeah,
of vibe.
exactly.
That's what I
Come
like
in your
about
trainers,
it.
come in your jeans, come
Yeah.
however you
Do
please.
you, like-
Exactly.
I feel like most of the brunches, I enjoy most of the brunches.
Yeah.
Like I'm not really also a brunch person,
Yeah.
but when friends go and birthdays and all of that,
Yeah.
okay, we'll go. The Walima's nice.
Yeah.
Have you been?
No, I haven't done that one.
D Daniels hosts that
Yeah.
brunch. Like,
Okay.
D's your girl for
Oh,
anything
Dee's
in
lovely.
Qatar.
Yeah, I haven't seen her in
D
ages.
hooks you up with everything.
Yeah.
I think it's just, for me, I really like the Sip and Soul brunch, just the vibe, the people.
Have you done Beef Bar?
I have.
Did you like Beef
Well,
Bar?
it's just, we have all the same friends that go to
Yeah.
Beef Bar that would go to the Sip and
Yeah.
Soul, you know?
Okay, because
Yeah.
I've done Beef Bar twice now.
And how did you like
the
it?
location for me?
I love it. Like
man,
the carousel, and you can
listen.
see everything.
And
right?
the singer, the entertainment was 10. My sister came here for her 50th, so I took her there.
Yeah,
so we had
I saw that,
So
yeah.
she was just like, she was partying from the minute she got in there. She sat down for 3 seconds and was like, right, that's it, I'm up. I'm
not here for free.
But the food was good. I think the
food
starters
is
are nicer
good.
than the mains.
Yes.
The starters is much better.
The steaks are quite
Yeah.
steaky.
I'll tell you which place to go to. The Ned. Is it Kaya?
At the Ned.
You've been to the Ned?
Yes, I've been to the Ned,
So
yeah.
you go to the Ned, there's a restaurant called Kaya.
That's inside?
Inside.
Yes, I've been.
Thursday night
sorry.
brunch. Thursday night
nice.
brunch for 200 Riyal. Let me tell you something. It's the best food I've had in Qatar.
We should go.
I'm telling you. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So
We
I've
should
been
go.
to. I think
we don't
I've
know
been,
what else we could
How
talk
many
about.
times did I go? I think I went 3 times in 1 month. I took my. I'm surprised I didn't even know who I was every time I came. I'm like,
That's like me on a
came
massage.
last week. So the first time I went, I took my sister as her first brunch experience, and then my friend's 40th, we just three of us went, and then I took my sister again for her actual 50th because she said, I just want to go back to the Ned. The food, I'm telling you, for me, the best value for your money is the Ned Thursday night brunch.
Okay, I haven't
Yeah,
tried the
200
Thursday.
Riyal.
I have
which
tried
is,
the Friday.
What, like 40 pounds UK?
Okay,
It's good
decent.
money. It's good money.
It's
yeah.
good money.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Can you go there like empty?
You have
hungry?
to. Seriously.
I feel like if I go there hungry, I'm not gonna eat that much.
Well, then just do what you need to do so you can eat lots because it's
Go
amazing. The
get hungry.
service is fantastic. So we need to do the Ned. We'll do the Ned. We'll definitely do the Ned.
Yeah.
So, right. So holidays. Where have you traveled? Have you managed to travel since you've
Yes,
been here?
I
You
have.
Yeah.
My favorite one has been Sri Lanka.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Favorite one has been Sri Lanka. Something about, I don't know what it was, but it has my heart there.
Yeah.
It has my heart there. What I liked about it was my experience with the elephants. I felt like I was in my zone.
Aw.
I was in my element there.
Yeah.
That was really nice for me. I like
Yeah.
that. It's just, I think everything was so humbling as well. I was a very OCD kind of person.
Okay.
And I mean, we still keep some of our traits with us, but we move. And I think going there, you learn, like, you think you're complaining until you really need to be complaining.
Okay.
And then you realize I
Yeah.
realize like traveling can humble a person.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
absolutely.
Yeah, because my son's just come back from Kenya, and it's his first experience in Africa, and he was
Okay.
like, "Mum," he goes, "Mum, if I ever complain,
Yeah.
that
like,
situation,"
yeah.
and I'm like, "Finally!" So this time I've been telling you you're ungrateful. Now you have to go Kenya to go and realize that you're ungrateful. So, but I'm glad that he's experienced that, and for me, it's like, well, that's what traveling would do for you, and that's why it's important to travel.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think I travel as much as I should.
Me
you know,
either.
I
I
travel
need
as
to
much
get
as
on
I
it
can.
though.
Yeah.
Need to get on it.
Yeah, you got to prioritize it. I mean, if it depends what you're planning to do, what your goal is
where you're heading.
financially, you know,
Absolutely.
and if you can squeeze in a holiday, then
But do
squeeze
it.
in.
Squeeze in
Yeah.
a holiday. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
must.
Yeah.
Everybody deserves a little me time.
Yeah, definitely. Right, we're going to come to the last question.
Okay, let's go.
I've got loads of people that ask about working abroad. And based on your experience, yes, you've done it. You've had 2 different experiences. You've had one that didn't work out, and you're currently in a situation that is working out for you. What advice would you give somebody who is apprehensive about working abroad?
I would say just do it. Just do it. I mean, if you're looking into it, that's your answer.
Yeah.
That's your. If you're looking into it, that's your answer. And don't base it off somebody else's experience. Like, be so mindful of that. Like, me sharing my experience is to say that could be a possible situation. It's making you aware of what's going on in the world. But that's not saying it's going to be yours.
Yeah.
That's not yours. I don't claim that for anybody either.
Yeah.
You just got to be alert, so you know, okay, I got to be mindful of core values in school. Just do what you must for yourself, and just go with it.
Yeah.
Have faith in what you're going to do, because, I mean, you're going to do it. You're going to be great at it. There's no other way to do it.
Yeah, than to try.
Be great at it. Try and be great at it.
And not to live life with regrets.
Right. If that's what you want, go get it.
Yeah.
Go get it. Yeah.
Go and get it. Yes. Well, anyway, thank you so much. I really appreciate
you.
your conversation. Nice. Finally. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe and share the channel. Okay, let's encourage other people to be brave. And what did you say, your last one? Just
do it. Just get it. What did we say? Just get it.
Just do it. Just get it. And just do it. Yeah. So, Crossing Cultures, thank you guys. Take care.